Coming back to my hospital bed, I'm sitting there, and the next thing is a phone call. Oh, you killed our son. That's how now I come to realize he died. But inside the hospital room, there was a police officer who had come to break the news to me, but he came and found I already had the news. Because immediately before the police officer was ushered in, because she was in my room, she stepped out and now she came back. There is this family friend of ours who was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I heard everything that happened. But now it told me in Swahili, but usijali alijimada. So you see, I have information. And now the phone calls, the text messages, I was called anything and everything that can be, any word, any harsh word. Here outside there, they call them curse words. Any curse word that could have been sent to me, it was sent on text, and to a point that the doctors decided to take away my phone.
Who was sending these messages?
From my in-laws now, because he committed suicide. Immediately we left. I think when he learned I survived, I don't know how, he committed suicide.
How did he kill himself?
He stabbed himself. He used the same knife he wanted to use on the children. He pierced himself on the stomach and cut down or through the small intestines. But this is a report I got from the investigating officers. They're the ones who told me. After now, I came from hospital when I was writing my final statement. But I thank God that everything that happened, everything, including the court process, everything was so smooth, and I came out. I don't call myself a winner. I said God vindicated me, and God just decided to show the other part of me. Then now, leaving the hospital bed, I lost my job. When I needed my job the most, I lost my job. Catherine, I felt like death was the best thing, but I never chose death. I just said, I just want to live this life, that one day somebody will look at me and get hope. And I said, all this that is happening to me, how many women go through this? How many children, because just their mother was told she killed their father, just their mother went through domestic violence. How many children are going through this? And I said, I'm just going to step up. I didn't know how I was going to step up, but I said, let me step up.
Yeah.
So I just invited a group of women to my house, and my house became too small because I invited 15. Instead of coming 15, they came 25. And I'm like, kwani hizi mashida ni mingi hivi? I thought I was the only one. Because for me, it was just about we sit down, we share, we pour on each other, we share our grief, we share our loss, we share our stories. I came to realize there is power in telling your story. Then the group grew from 25 to 33, 33 to 60 something, and it kept on multiplying. You know, women, they can tell news.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me just continue doing what I want to do. So the organization now started to grow, and people started to hear about it. And now going to the government, one of these is one of the person that I give credit to. There are two women I give credit to every time, because I always say, give credit to someone when she's still alive and when she still can hear about this. I give credit to Principal Secretary Zainab Hussein. This is a woman who read my story on papers, came looking for me. By that time, she was not even in government. She was in private sector. And she came and told me everything. Actually, even she sponsored our website.
Wow.
When our website was being made, she's the one who sponsored it. I know she cannot remember. She is even the person who gave me first rent of the office.
Wow.
And she told me, Diana, this is good work. Now she comes to, now the head of state elevates the gender to become a full state department. And she's given the PS. She's appointed at the PS.
Oh.
This is how the widows work and the work we do got itself to the government.
I see.
And she told me, Diana, you need to work with Uwezo Fund, you need to work with Women Enterprise Fund, you need to work with various women representatives. Then this time is now a woman politician that I really admire, and she has done a lot of work. People may not know, but I've given her credit all the time. Here comes Honorable Rachel Shebesh. a very passionate woman in women issues. And I was sending her messages even as early as 3 a.m. And she was like, what is this thing about widows? And we invited her for a breakfast. I can tell you, for the hours she spent with us, she was just crying. There is power in telling stories. She could listen to these stories of these women. That time she didn't have anything. There was no affirmative action fund kitty. And now when the affirmative action fund kitty came, I remember her county manager calling me and told me, Diana, Mheshimiwa is getting this amount of money for Nairobi, and she has said widows must be in the picture. Widows must benefit.
Wow.
The very first affirmative action fund we received was from Honorable Rachel Shebesh. And she gave us a huge amount of money that she never gave to another group.
Yeah.
She gave us 300,000 to start us off. I've seen those women grow. I've seen those women doing things. Today, I think if she comes to the crowd, the women that maybe could have been here and there looking for her to give her some 100, to give them 100 shillings, 200 shillings. Today, they are doing their businesses. They have come up with technical training institutions, though they are on our own.
Yeah.
We know we have TVETs by government, but we have our own tailoring schools. We have our own dry cleaning centers. There are those who have even come up and joined Matatu industry from the 300,000 shillings they were given. There are those who are doing border borders.
Wow.
They bought border borders. They have established a stage of their own as women. You know that pride that you feel like a woman.
Yeah.